Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Friday, the 10th of July. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own shots, and I'm not here to issue trading signals. This is a video for paying subscribers at ctmcrypto.substack.com. It's published on YouTube after a delay of 3 days. All right, great. Let's have a look at Bitcoin, which has not been going down and retesting the low, as I was hoping it would. Obviously, equities have been going up as well, and they will tend to go in sync. We are very close to a retest of this high here at, I think that's at 64.7K. Wait a second. Yeah, 64.7K. We've got up as far as 64.8K. So is this a double top? Well, honestly, I'm wondering whether this is going to go higher, because I have a theory on equities, which is that that we may well find that a peace agreement gets made, a peace deal is made again on Sunday night before the market opens. We've had this whole weekend warrior thing going on for a while, and that talks go in again next week. Everyone's actually been pretty polite in the war resuming this week. The Iranians have been avoiding particularly controversial targets, and the Americans have shown some restraint as well. I'm wondering, I think both sides are keeping the road open for negotiations, and I'm wondering if we are going to be back in negotiations next week. If that's the case, then we may actually see, then this is a resistance level, and we may well see Bitcoin go up to the next stage, which would be the retest of this high here and possible double bottom resistance at 67.3K. So we shall see how that goes. We've also got a fairly bullish week on equities, which has been derailed to a degree by the war resuming this week. But if that actually, if we go back into negotiations next week, then, well, obviously that may be another story. Looking at Solana, we're still testing decent resistance at the weekly middle band. We are holding above the daily middle band, so we've not seen any real retracement here. This still looks like a bear flag, though. But if we see it break up much further, this would no longer look like a bear flag. Short term, this kind of looks like a bull flag forming. I'm thinking that's exactly what it might be. In terms of the short term, this is looking at a possible bull flag setup here from 83.09. Not great, but not bad. Nice support trend line there. So I am wondering about that. All right. If so, we might be looking for a retest of 83.89. Looking at Ethereum, has been rising a bit as well. We have not yet, I don't think, made it back to the retest. No, we haven't made it back to the full retest of 1848.18, but it looks as though if we go up a bit further, we might do that. And this might then be just turning into a larger conventional bear flag rather than a triangle. We will see how that goes. The hourly sell signal, which hadn't quite made target, I've now signed off because it's got back to the 70 level. This still looks very much like a flag. But in terms of the weekend, I'm just speculating about possible peace negotiations again, but it is something we've seen a lot happening on Sunday nights, and both sides have been relatively polite, although not really changing what they want, which is fairly diametrically opposed. We may well see negotiations again next week, and that may have big implications for equities, crypto, and oil. So we shall see. All right, great. Let's have a quick look at questions. Tesla, okay, yeah, I'll have a look at it, mate. So ask me about it again in that video, and I'll have a look. I'll have a look at it. All right, everyone, have a great weekend. I'll catch you again on Monday. All right, cheers.